What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is the next installment in the Should I Take Blank a 6-star gold series. A number of you requested we take a look at Shotzi, Eat My Tank. And just to note, she does have 6 stars, although they're only silver on her gear. Is that a sign of things to come? Maybe. We'll see. Here's the moveset that most are going to run. However, I will, of course, note that several of you are going to say, wait a second, her double sub is endlessly looping, and that is the way to go. Just, again, be aware that whatever you did for subs before is half as effective, less than half as effective at 6-star gold, because the health pool goes up 2.456789 times. So you are kind of basically taking forever. So can she win with an infinite sub loop? Yes. Will it take you the rest of the night? Probably. So instead, we are going to run this one right here. On the bottom, the Springboard Bulldog. Deal damage, choose a 3x3 area to make into multi-gems of strength 10. Those aren't bad. The midsection double leg drop. Deal damage, choose 6 to make into blue. And then the Senton, whenever you do the finisher, you choose a 5x4 area to swap yellow. On the Entourage, this is what most of us will have to run. If you have Brawn Breaker, and I'll show that in a moment, you can run Brawn Breaker and take care of both the yellow and the blue, but without him, you're going to have to run double MP to get started turn 1. Then you need Santa Hogan as well, because look at the move charge right here, 6 and 7, and you need this midsection leg drop to go off in order to do the best version of her moveset. So the only damage we've got extra is Gunther. So there's that. There is that. But I'll show you. On the strap, 50% gem damage strap so that it's not outrageously out of your reach, but it does have this 35% all gem damage metal. And then I went ahead and put on the Thugonomics plate. Whenever you break yellow, get blue, because you need something if you end up having to reload. And this was available to a larger portion of the community. You could also do the break blue, get yellow, but that's not really going to do much for you. And of course, we will run it in the play it back with the Nightmare plate. Whenever you make 6 or more multi-gems, increase your yellow gem damage by 100%. So first of all, we're going to run it basic, then we'll step it up, and then we'll add Brawn Breaker. So you can kind of see 3 variations of her. So we are going up against Nikki Cross, because if we don't win turn 1, I don't want Jade Cargill to sub us down, and we should be able to see what we're doing right here. We still need one more, so you got to note there needs to be a line bonus and feud for this to go turn 1. However, then all you got to do is you make an area, and I would do like that type of an area, and then you need to reload your blue. So you need 6, you're making 6, just don't cascade. That's our only hope here. Help us, Obi-Wan, you're our only hope. There is a chance with that purple, but if it does, I'm going to cry. Perfect. Now you lay down one more set like this, and you overlap all, whoopsies, more in there, all but 2 right here. Or you only overlap these 2, but you create this area so that way there's only 4 left, because then your 5x4 area gets that. This is the optimal pattern. Make sure you pay attention. It's not super strategically difficult, but that's why. Now you're making all of these yellow, and I've connected a few yellows elsewise. Let's see what this hits for. 28 million. 28 million. So, with no other tricks, 28 million. Turn 1 with a line bonus. Turn 2 otherwise. In tours, you'll be loaded turn 1. 28 million is spicy. It's not enough at 6-star gold, and you don't strictly reload in order to do that same setup. You reload to where you can do it once, but not twice on the 10 MPs. So let us make one modification here. because if you happen to get the Nightmare Plate from one of the feud bags or a prize wall, it is still a more rare plate, but it has become more available over time. Then you can do a little extra damage, so let's see if that amps her up. Typically, with the guys' side of the game, I say you really want to be hitting in that 40 to 60 million turn 1 range if you're talking about doing well in feud. But, that being said, the ladies' side, unless you got Charlotte, is quite not there yet. So, there is that. Let's go here. Let's go here. We have procced the plate, but by the way, we're going to proc the plate twice. So, do that. Don't cascade. Don't cascade. Thank you. All right, so now your yellow gems are doing 165, 465. You're going to lay down the same configuration, overlapping 2 gems like that. You've now procced the Nightmare Plate twice, 211 per yellow times 10 would be about 2.3 million per gem. Bam, bam, bam. 44 million. So, yes. Should you take Shotzi to 6-star gold? If you have the Nightmare Plate, I think it's a slam dunk. If you have the Nightmare Plate. And again, that's with basic trainers. I'm going to run it back one more time with the Braun Breaker. The breaker of all bronze medals. By the way, there was a poll on WWE.com recently who had the best spear, and you guys voted Braun Breaker over Goldberg. I just want you to know categorically that's wrong. It goes Goldberg, and then Rhino, and then Braun Breaker. I'm willing to be fought on that one. Alright, so we're going to add Braun Breaker, which means that I no longer need to have double MPs, which means I can add Sherry. This is the Whaley of the builds. I get it. But again, if you've got Braun Breaker, you probably maybe have Sherry. And if you don't have Braun Breaker, you'd put Matt Hardy. If you don't have Matt Hardy, you'd put somebody who increases them times 1. Tech Lex would be my pick, because then that increases your blues by 1. Again, the trick to this is the Nightmare Plate. Without the Nightmare Plate, she is a maybe recommendation from me. With the Nightmare Plate, she is a yes, and we're about to see what she can do fully loaded. Oh, wait, eat a turn first. Right here. Okay, all right, now we can do our thing. So, same as we've done each time. You get used to it the more you do it. I am going to run this on the top line this time. That's why, okay, we're still good. That's why I don't like to do the top line, but I also didn't want to hit that big block of red or black gems down there. All right, overlap, overlap. Once again, you're doing 211 there. You're doing actually 3.34 million with the bonuses. So there you go. And now they're times 14 instead of times 10. So should be pretty spicy. 60 million. Oh my goodness. So, should you take Shotzi 6-star gold with everything basic? Maybe. Maybe. She hits a little bit harder than your average B tier so far, but still a maybe. Should you take her 6-star gold if you have the Nightmare Plate? Yes. Should you take her 6-star gold if you have the Nightmare Plate, Braun Breaker, and a multi-up person such as Sherry on the top end there? Yes, and how? She's still so incredible. So, let me know what you think in the comments section. Like this video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and then send this to your friend or faction mate who's going, hey, I'm thinking about taking Shotzi 6-star gold. Does it make sense to take her up over, Zombie Becky or Acro Bianca or Indy or whoever? The answer is in this video. Ask them to watch the whole thing because it helps us out a lot, and we try to be as helpful to the community as we can be. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.